Hey, everybody. I'm Randall Cunningham. That's Howie Chaney. The man in the middle, that's Coach Tanner Nelson. That's the reason we're here. So let's just jump into it, Coach. Friday night was a big night for you. Congratulations. Got the ship righted. A lot of work to do this week, but you got that W you kept talking about last week.
Yeah, thank you for that. It was a big win. I thought the guys really came out and played well for the most part. Still some stuff to clean up going in this week, and so far we've had a pretty good 2 days, but still some work to do to get ready for Friday and play a really good Geraldine team. So we're excited to, continue to improve rest of the week and play Geraldine on Friday.
Coach, Howie was at the game and he saw more of the action than I did, but in just what I've been able to pick up on film, and I didn't get my normal film study in I like before the show, but at times the pace of the offensive line seems so much better. Just getting lined up, getting the ball snapped, and just being able to maintain the pace you seem to want. Not breakneck, but you're being effective with pace. Was that better this week for you?
I thought overall it was. Going back and I think we cleaned a lot of stuff up and uh, really got a really good 2 weeks in of practice. A couple of guys with some inexperience in a couple spots, and I think they struggled a little bit against North Jackson. I think some of that is from the inexperience, and we was needing to add some depth in a couple spots. And I think we've done a pretty good job of doing that. So, overall, last week I thought we had a pretty good week, and I thought overall they played pretty well against Holly Pond.
Coach, as fans, we make the mistake a lot of times looking at pace and always assuming we want to go fast. It's not necessarily to go fast. It's just almost a rhythm that the team gets into. Do you feel like that?
I think so. We're going to try to go fast some. We're going to try to slow it down a little bit. I think that some of that just depends on what kind of game it's going or how it's going. Who we're playing. Do we need to go fast? Do we need to go slow? Do we need to kill some clock right here? Because if we're not going to hurry up and get the ball snapped, if you're, without going no huddle, if you're just going to stand around, anybody can get set up doing that. So we, cleaned some stuff up, and I think overall we executed stuff pretty well last week.
And even later in the game with a big lead, you were able to slow the game down. Obviously, you were able to just kind of extend possessions and run clock towards the end of that game.
Yeah, we were. We got was able to get some younger guys in, getting them some experience. So that was good, and I think the young guys executed well. Other than one play on defense where they scored on it, our end crashed down, and quarterback pulled it out and took it around the backside. But overall, for the most part, we executed pretty well, even when the young guys got in there.
Howie Chaney, we'd be remiss as I turn it over to you. And maybe I'm making too big of a deal of it, but I am really excited for Coach to put his first W on the board as a head coach. It's a heck of an accomplishment, Coach. We're all real proud of you. Howie?
Yeah, absolutely, coach. Big win. First win came in the region. How's that feel to you?
But it was a big win, but all this really goes back to the guys in the locker room and these coaches and everything they do to every day to trying to get ready to play each Friday. So it's a lot of work that goes into it, and I know it says it on my record, but it's really everybody win, and that's kind of how we look at it. So but thank you for that, and hopefully we're preparing to go get another one on Friday.
Well, you're only 340 behind Coach Benefield now, so at least you've cut into the lead.
Right.
Yeah, coach. You mentioned the the defensive play, giving up that long run there toward the end of the game, give up the only score. But it seemed like nearly the whole game that your defensive line played great, but there was times where wasn't held. Is that something y'all worked on a lot this week?
It is, they especially playing Geraldine, they got several guys who, if you don't do your job, do what you're supposed to be doing, what your coach do, they're going to make a play. They're going to make a big play, and they're going to score a couple touchdowns just doing stuff that you're not where you're supposed to be. And that was something we've really rep and really tried to focus on executing this week, and still continue to get some of the penalties cleaned up. We I thought from North Jackson to Holly Pond, I thought we got a lot of stuff cleaned up, and from the penalty side of it, and still had a couple the other night, but the couple we had was just I know we had 12 on the field on the PAT, and we got we have to do better there. We can't have that. So I think overall we just got to continue to work, and another good day or two here before we play Geraldine.
12 on the PAT. Let's see. Your special teams coach would be Coach Willingham. So are you going to put the blame on him for having too many players out there?
No, it goes back to me, and we should have counted better and done a better job of making sure there was 11 out there. So I think we'll have that fixed come Friday.
Coach Willingham, I'm just busting your chops a little bit, man, because I know that you'll come up to me Friday and say something about that. Just giving you a hard time. Coach, it seemed like Friday night you was able to get all facets of the game going in the right direction. You had a good ground game, you had a good passing game as well, and then special teams you did have I think one PAT blocked and one bad snap, but other than that, it seemed like all the way around it was just a pretty clean game.
It was. I think we executed what we was trying to do, and guys really played hard, and uh, that's why I tell them, I said, whenever you do your job, and that's what can happen. So it's playing a really good team Friday, and we can't look at last week, and we can't be worried about what we did last week. We have to prepare and be ready for Friday, and I think we will. I think so far, like I said, we've had 2 good days. The guys, they came focused every morning, ready to go and ready to get better, and just ready to get another chance to play Friday and play a rival in Geraldine. And they've played several really good games past couple of years against each other, and I think it's gonna be another good game, and we just gotta be ready to go come Friday.
So Friday night, right out the gate, who do I need to thank, you or Coach Condi, for that going deep on the first play? Because that's one of the things I always kind of joke around with you and Coach Condi as far as go deep on the first play, and I'd be dang if you didn't chunk it down the field on the first play.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's won't get too much into it, but we went deep on the first play. I don't know if we weren't really supposed to, but we did. It was almost a play. We just overthrew him just a little bit, but overall, that goes back to execution. Just got to do what we're supposed to be doing, and continue to improve and continue to get better and stuff we have to do to, come Friday against Geraldine. So we're going to be better, and we're going to do stuff. We have to do stuff right, all the time. And, but, it was still almost a play. So, we almost scored 7 right there, but overthrew them just a little bit. And, yeah.
you like I say, you had a great ground game with Parham as well as Owens coming in and relieving Parham some, and of course they'll be the first to tell you that they couldn't do it without the offensive line, and y'all kind of touched on that earlier about the offensive line. It seemed like there's a little bit more crisp this past Friday night. Do you contribute that to kind of get the nerves out of the way, and actually after playing the North Jackson game being able to see where they kind of messed up at?
I think so. I thought they played overall a lot better game, and there's some stuff against North Jackson. As a coaching staff, I thought we could have executed better, and I thought they just went out and played a very clean game, and really they made the plays and done what they're supposed to be doing. So overall they played well, and it's a quick turnaround, and we got to be ready come Friday. And we had a couple of younger guys in there, just due to injuries and a couple things like that, and I thought they played well also. So hopefully next couple of weeks we can continue to get some more depth on our offensive line when a couple of these guys start coming back. So we'll see what happens, and I hope these guys continue to improve and continue to get better, and just be ready to make the next play.
Defensively, you came out, and Holly Pond, they tried to run the ball up the middle, wasn't able to get no success. Your defensive line held their ground there, but like I said, they was able to get to the outside some.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, defensively, played a great game. They tried to pass the ball some, put some pressure on the quarterback, made him get rid of the ball a little bit quicker than he wanted to. And the back end of the defense played extremely well last week.
Yeah, they busted one on us early up the middle, and that was just a missed assignment. Not being where we're supposed to be. That's what we tell the guys. You got to be where you're supposed to be. And but after that, we got that cleaned up, and overall the defense, they played very well. For 2 games, so we're proud of that, and I think they still have a lot of room to improve. But overall in 2 games, they played very well.
And the thing about it, Coach, is if people hadn't saw you play, you try to get. You can't go 11 on offense, 11 on defense, as far as without some of them going both ways. But you try your best, and so far it's worked out extremely well.
Right? Yeah, we can't. It's not possible. In the past couple of years, they've been able to do some of that. Get some. 9 or 10 guys, kind of. They've had 1 or 2 go both ways, but we've got several guys, having to go 2 ways, and we're continuing to try to build some depth behind them to hopefully that we're able to give them a break throughout the game. And I think we're getting closer and closer to being able to do some stuff like that, just because some of these younger guys are improving and getting better and learning and asking questions and doing all that kind of stuff right. That we need them to. That's why I tell them, I said, whenever you come in the game, you have to know what to do, and you have to do what we're coaching you to do. And if you can't do that, then you can't play. So I think some of these guys are, they're really, they're working hard, and I know they want to play. And I said, when you get ready, you'll be in the game. Until then, we can't put you in. But that's overall, proud of them, proud of continuing working hard and. Doing all the small things what we ask them to do, and they're getting better each day.
So something you just mentioned, Randy, we're fixing to come back to you. So quit relaxing so much. We're fixing to come back to you. But Coach, you said that the players are asking questions, all that. You had a big lead coming out after halftime. You played your starters, 1 possession on the offense, 1 possession on the defense. Then the other guys went in and played. When they came to the sideline, if they wasn't sure what to do, the starters was actually helping them out. And that is huge, I feel like, as far as the teammates helping each other out.
It is. That goes back to being a great senior group, and we have great leaders who want these young guys when they get a chance, when they're in the game, one, you got to know what to do, and then when to play hard, and, so I think they done a great job of leading and supporting these young guys. We have several younger guys who are on the sideline. They're fired up. They want their friend, their leader. They want them to make plays out there. And when they get their chance, they have to be ready. And I think overall, other than a play or 2 here and there, I think everybody played well.
Randy, take us away.
Well, Howie, the fact I flipped the TV on in this North Carolina State Tennessee replay probably was my distraction, but I'm back now. So, Coach, speaking of that, why is it, you had a unsuccessful week 1, but the team played well. A great week 2. why is it a football team in week 3 or 4 seems to all of a sudden maybe struggle when it's out of the blue? Is there something about being a month into the season makes guys relax? Or do you got a big challenge this week, so I'm sure it's not this week for y'all.
Well, it just goes back to focus and you know, not being disciplined and not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that's what we tell the guys all the time, every day. You know, whether in the weight room or you're in the film room or you're on the field, wherever you're in the classroom, you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing and doing it right, and making sure that you know, when your number's called, you're ready to make a play, and all that. You know, starts Monday. That's why all the work leads up to Friday. Friday is really easy because all the work you put into it throughout the week. You know, Friday is just go play and see what happens. You know, all the hard work is throughout the week. So, you know, that's what, you know, they got to continue to improve. And, you know, it's a hard week this week. And we got to flip the switch come Saturday, and we got to get ready for Whitesburg next week. Then we got to flip another switch and get ready for Plainview. So, I mean, it ain't no easy games on our schedule to finish it. But, you know, it's every day, and, you know, it's every week, and you can't be looking ahead or you can't be looking behind you. So we're excited for another challenge come Friday, and excited for the guys to continue improving, and when their number's called, to be ready to go.
Coach, I thought early in the game, especially, you did a great job at getting to the second level with bodies to create some explosion plays in the run game. Is that something that well, I know it's taught, but you almost have to the kid, the person, uh, whoever's playing, just those are really getting to that second, third level. They're hustle plays, and I saw a lot of people downfield.
Yeah, I thought overall, like I said, I thought we played pretty well up front Friday. I thought everybody was doing what they were supposed to be doing, and of course, we had a couple of guys who let their block go and they made a tackle here and there, or that we stepped wrong or something. But, you know, all that we're going to continue to work and fix. But overall, I thought the front, both sides of the ball, played extremely hard. You know, they and that's what we we know they're gonna make mistakes and do stuff wrong here or there, and but, you know, if they're playing hard and, you know, getting after it, you know, at the end of the day, we have to live with that, because, you know, that's just how football is. You're gonna make mistakes. So, but, you know, if you play hard every time, every single play, and you practice right hard, and you're doing all the small things right, then you know, that eliminates most of that stuff. So, but, you know, going back, I thought offensive line climbed second level well and blocked the first level, and done all that kind of stuff right. And you know, it's going to be a tough game Friday. Geraldine, they're big up front. Uh, I think they're up front. They're probably better than they have been past couple of years. So some of them guys, they've been playing 2 or 3 years now, and they're juniors and seniors. So they're going to be extremely well coached, and they're going to play hard. And we have to be ready to go and ready to block them to the whistle.
Switching over to the Bulldogs a little bit, you know, it's kind of been this super region, and it seems like Geraldine has really ended up coming out on the bottom half of the region a lot of times. So those guys are going to be super hungry, one, to win to get a playoff game at home, and also to compete in that region.
Yeah, they're a very good team. They're several explosive guys. You know, make plays happen. Big running back, or really 2 or 3 big running backs who can make plays happen. Good quarterback. He's fast. He can throws the ball well. Big line. You know, they're just not going to move. We got to do something with them. They got a couple of guys out at receiver. You know, they're fast, and they catch the ball well, and they do all that kind of stuff. You know, they're going to be very well coached, and we know it's what kind of game it's going to be. You know, it's been a game past couple of years who, you know, late fourth quarter, and kind of who gets the ball last. And so we have to be ready to be able to down the stretch. We got to be able to make plays, because it's going to be that type of game. And there's a chance of rain come Friday. So, there's a lot of different things kind of going into it, kind of you don't know about. But, whatever if it's raining or sunny or whatever it is, we just have to be able to execute. And because we know they're going to be able to make plays and they're going to be fired up coming here and try to start 3-0. And this game right here kind of goes a long way to kind of setting up kind of home field a playoff game. So a lot of stuff. It's still real early in the season. You can't start looking ahead, but it's another region game, and all these region games, there's about to start really getting going on them. So we have to be ready to try to get better and try to get another win this week and do all that kind of stuff.
Coach Davis is a very impressive coach, and through your career at Collinsville, have you matched up with him a couple of times?
We've played him in a jamboree for 2 years in a row, and then we played him my first year there during the regular season. So we played him 2 or 3 times, and he does a great job, and they're extremely well coached. They got 2 or 3 guys who do a very good job for them on the coaching side of it, and they're going to come in here ready to go, and they're going to be disciplined, sound, and we got to be able to make plays. Whenever we have a chance, we got to be able to make plays happen.
Not to get in game plan, that's not my job, but you said the word make plays. This is a game of kind of big plays. So this week, is that something defensive you attack and try to eliminate the big play? I mean, what you do every week, but it seems like this game's always hinged on 1 or 2 big plays.
Yeah, and that goes back what we've been talking about defensively all week is doing what you're supposed to be doing. You can't worry about if you're in man coverage, you have to be with that man. You can't be worried about what's going on up here. So we got to be, because whenever you lose focus or you're not where you're supposed to be, and then they slip a tight end out or they boot out of the backfield or whatever that looks like, and there's nobody there, that's when you have a big play. Or you lose containment and they get the edge on us. So we've worked all that, and I think we've improved on it, and we'll see come Friday.
Excellent. Mr. Chaney, I just went ahead and jumped ahead of Geraldine. I hope that's where you were heading.
That is exactly what I was wanting you to do. You got Geraldine coming in, Coach. Have you gone back and watched some of Geraldine's tapes from previous years to see what they may do?
We have.
What they have done.
Mm-hmm. We have. We've seen kind of what they do, kind of who they are, and they've played 2 games. They played Sardis and Asbury this year, so we've got a couple tapes on them, kind of figuring out who they are and kind of what they like to do, and extremely well coached. So it's but at the end of the day, Geraldine's Geraldine. They're going to do what they're good at, and they're pretty much going to say, if you can tackle this, you can beat us, and if you can't, then we're about to run all over you. So, this is hard-nosed football at its finest come Friday.
So basically, it's Sand Mountain football fixing to take place.
Yep.
So, without not necessarily talking about this Coach Davis, but in a game week like this week, do you talk to the opposing coach any through the week about anything, or do you just wait till Friday night and speak to them when they get there?
We talked Sunday for a little bit, just laying out kind of what's going on Friday and where they're at, and we talk some throughout the year, and we keep up with what's going on, and so we'll probably talk again. We text a little bit back and forth, just get stuff figured out. But we'll talk Friday before the game for a little bit, and then we'll get ready to go to war.
So do you do that with all the coaches or just with certain coaches?
I always try to talk on Sunday just to make sure everybody's good and kind of know what's going on and kind of what we're going to be doing. Where's the locker room at, and where your bus goes, and all that kind of stuff. And just in case if we need to get something for them, and kind of find out how many players and all that kind of stuff. Just not a long really talk, but just to call and reach out and make sure everything's good.
Coach
So
famous for wanting to know if you wanted the locker room 95 or 98. So I don't guess you do that, but we used to tell Coach Van. He said that when Coach Smith before he went to Westbrook used to have the hottest locker rooms in the state. So I always thought that was great.
yeah, Coach Smith, formerly of Piedmont, and Coach Smith used to watch the show, probably still does, and he'd give Coach Van a little feedback on some of the stuff he said. So it's great to have everybody that watches. You spoke about Geraldine's offense being big, strong, fast, and all that. Uh, Tell us a little bit about their defense. What do they run, and which they're liable to change it up. I know about before Friday night, but so far, what have you saw on the tapes?
They've been so far they've been an even front, and they do a couple. They got a couple different coverages, and it depends on what's going on, and they like cover three, but who knows? Come Friday, and that's just part of it. You got to be prepared for whatever they may throw at you. So we don't really know until Friday at 7 o'clock, and but I feel like we're prepared for whatever they may throw at us, and we just got to be ready to execute and continue to get better and do all the small things leading up to Friday.
Not to get into their game plan or anything like that, but watching their film against Sardis and Asbury and all that, how they ran pretty much the same defense against both of them.
Pretty much, Sardis, they kind of spread them out and kind of gotten some empty type stuff, and both of them teams kind of similar, and they trying to throw the ball around and spread out, and kind of very similar to what we do. So was able to kind of see some stuff, but until Friday, you don't really know, really what they're going to be doing. So we just got to see what they're doing, how they're lined up, and be ready to adjust and make plays happen.
You said their offensive line was big, and you're going to have to do something about that. Is their defensive line big as well?
Yeah, and they got several guys going both ways. They're big guys. They work extremely hard in the weight room, same as we do. So it's not going to be just a pushover. We got to be able to block, and we got to stay on that block, because if not, if we just throw a shoulder into somebody, that's not going to do a lot. So we got to be able to tackle. Running backs run hard, quarterback runs hard, so we got to put our pads on somebody and wrap up and drive our feet and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, hard-nosed football game coming Friday, and hopefully when that last horn rings, we're on the winning side of it.
Yeah, Geraldine coming in, big region game come Friday night, and something. Go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. Something that a lot of people may not know about, but for Friday night, both bands are going to get together in the north end zone and perform the national anthem before the game starts. They're going, make it kind of like a little college atmosphere there. Have a big sounding national anthem there. So best of luck to all them, and I know they're looking forward to it. Because of course that's something that you can't do as far as get your players together with Geraldine and go and play a game somewhere. But it's cool that the opposing bands can get together and perform together there. So anybody that's going to the game, get there a little bit early before you can and watch them do that. But Coach, talking about the rain and all that, is there anything you can do that may help you prepare for it this week? Maybe
you
like
know,
a wet ball drill or something?
yeah, well, we practice in the summer and stuff in the morning and all that. And, it's still balls are wet, so we practice with that, and we've done all that kind of stuff. But it's really not, I don't. It's hard to match that on a Friday night when it's raining and all that. It's a hard game. It turns into hard nosed football, and but we've done some stuff, this week, trying to, if it does rain, but hopefully the rain is going to be out of here. And that's what it was looking like earlier, but who knows? So that's what I told the guys. I said, whatever it calls for, we just got to be ready to go and ready to make plays, and just continue to, do what we do. And I think hopefully we'll be all right.
So coming up this Friday night, you're going to have 4 probably different captains. You already know who they are.
We'll probably know more probably tomorrow evening. Kind of who's had a good week, and who's done stuff the right way, and so we'll know more tomorrow. And so overall, we've had a great week, and all our seniors and leaders, they've all worked hard, and I think all of them's really deserving of being out there. But sometimes that's the hard thing. We can only pick 4, so that's what we'll kind of make some more tough things come tomorrow, and kind of who needs to be out there.
So is it one last thing about this captain thing, about who's going to be the captains? Is it based on how they perform Friday night, or is it based on how they perform Friday night plus the practice so far this week?
Well, it goes into practice, and it goes into film. It goes into weight room. So there's a lot of different things goes into it. So it's mostly just about being that leader and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Even when nobody's really watching, you're still doing what a leader does, and pushing these guys, and trying to make them better, and trying to hopefully come Friday you're able to get a win by all the work you've done throughout the week. And that's kind of what we ask of these these leaders we have this year. And that's why I told them, I said, this is y'all's team, so this, however y'all want this to go, is kind of up to y'all. So, and I think they've really done a great job of pushing these younger guys, and getting them where they need to really start region play last week, and continue against a very good Jordan team.
Randy, coming to you after this one. Friday night, like I said, the bands are going to perform together, but also, if I ain't mistaken, Friday night is going to be youth night at the ball game for Sylvania. Is that correct, Coach?
Yes.
So what is do you know what the youth night is going to consist of?
We've talked about a couple different things, kind of what kind of be going on. I think we'll kind of know more a little bit later in the week, because I think some of it was kind of with the rain and kind of what that was going to look like. But they have several different things kind of going on, and we'll put a Facebook post out, kind of let everybody know kind of what will be going on, as we get a little bit closer to Friday.
All right, Randy, what you got?
Coach, playing in weather, how do you feel about that? Is it just a distraction, or is there anywhere you can find an advantage to playing in weather?
Well, it's just one of the things that you have to be ready. You can't let that affect you, because the other team's playing in it also. So we just got to be ready to make plays and get after it, and that's the biggest thing, because it's a fair game, because everybody's playing in the same condition. But so you can't really have no excuses. You just got to be ready to do whatever it takes to get that win.
Big crowd expected. Tell me how important it is to just have that big student section, be loud, be physical all night long.
I think our student section's done a great job. Past 2 games, really got the guys fired up, and they got there early, stayed late, and we expect a big crowd come Friday. That's going to help us and get the players fired up, and hopefully give us a lot of momentum. Really to be able to make plays and really just have them, really loud behind us. And we're just excited for them to come out and hopefully see us get a big win.
Coach, this is off the beaten path, but it's something I always wondered as a new head coach. Is there anything about game day that has took you by surprise, preparation, talking to refs, all the things you got to do? What, anything that was different than you thought it would be?
Well, I mean, it just everything kind of just falls on you now. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
just everything's you. It ain't you know you can ask somebody else what to do. Is you have to make a you got to be able to make a you got to be able to just figure it out right then. You got to be able to decide the answer, and you just got to go with it. If it's wrong, you just have to live with it. So that's something that you're just really never ready until you're in that spot. You just got to live with whatever happens, right or wrong or whatever that looks like. But and we've had a tough game that first week, and I done some stuff wrong. I wish I could have back, and but that's stuff that we just got to take and build on and be better. Come next game.
Kind of piggybacking off of Randy's question real quick. How do you enjoy getting in front of the student body there at the pep rallies and having to give a little speech there during the pep rally?
Yeah, they do a great job. They're loud and they're having a good time, and it's very well organized. And we it makes it easy. And great student section, and it's just about majority of everybody in the gym. They're out here in our student section on Friday, so they're fired up, and they want us to. They're out here early, and they got our backs, and they want us to get a big win come Friday.
Randy, you notice he's kind of pushing it off. He don't want to answer as far as how he feels about it, but that's cool as far as he's putting his team first, and I appreciate that. Randy, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, one more question, then I'll turn it over to Howie to close it out. Um, so I know one of the struggles, and I've been with a couple of new staffs along the journey of 30 years of calling games, and one of the things that I've heard new staffs talk about was finding the right level of communication. Um, Sometimes the coach wants less, sometimes the coach wants more. So far, have y'all communicated on game day?
I think overall it's been pretty good. We other than just a couple of things here and there, and I'll go back to that 12 guys on the field. Some of that stuff, we can't work too far ahead until some stuff like that going on. But you always have that. But overall, I think the coaching staff, they've done a great job, and they really work hard. And Friday, great job of making sure the guys are where they're supposed to be and knowing what they're supposed to be doing. And they really make my job easy. So I ain't got to worry about a lot of stuff because I know they're going to be where they're supposed to be. So that takes a lot off of me, and I can able just allows me to coach and uh, really just do some of the smaller things. Kind of being a head coach, and so they great staff, and they're excited to get a big region win Friday.
I said last question, but one more, then I'll go back to Howie. When you were at Collinsville, were you on the field or were you in the press box?
I was on the field.
Okay. So that's a real natural feel for you to be down there. Okay. Howie, take it over.
Yeah, Coach, we're going to get you out here early tonight. Big, another big region game this week. But I personally want to give a few shout outs real quick as far as to the young man that runs the balls in and out for in between the plays and takes care of them and keeps John Seals on his toes and keeps him in line the way he needs to. And also the young ladies that are taking care of the water bottles and all that. Uh, it seemed like they do a great job the last 2 weeks.
They have, and that's what we was joking. I was joking with John today. He's tore his bicep, trying to pull us back on the sideline. So he's got to have some surgery coming up to get some of that fixed. But so we got to do a better job of, trying to keep him from having all these injuries. So, but yeah, he does a great job, and you know, we really appreciate everything he does, and we appreciate all these managers, and that's it's hard to find good help, and they most of them got older brothers on the team, and they really like being around them, and cheerleaders, they do a great job of getting the fans and everybody fired up, and great band, they do a great job. And student section, it goes back to it's everybody kind of all together, community, fans, and hopefully we continue to have that, and we need all that come Friday to have a chance to win. So it takes everybody, but we're looking forward to seeing everybody Friday, and hopefully they go home happy.
Yeah, absolutely. So Friday night at Rams Stadium will be the Sylvania Rams versus Geraldine Bulldogs. Youth night, as of right now, depending on the weather, what will actually take place. Come out and support the Rams. The bands will be getting together in the north end zone performing the national anthem. And Coach, before we get out here, give some shout outs, and then we'll let you get out here early.
Yeah, it goes back. I want to just continue to thank these players for the work they've really put in. They continue to get better and continue to answering the call, kind of where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do. And these coaches come in every day, even though they're up in the building some, and they're around kids all day, and they're tired and rather go home or rather do other stuff, and they come down here to help us to win on Friday, and they do it just because they love being around these guys and being around football, and all that. So we thank them for everything they do, and we quarterback club, we couldn't do what we do without them. They give us great support, and they feed our team, and they do all that kind of stuff. And it takes a lot of money to be able to do kind of what we're doing. So we just want to thank them for everything, and we're just excited to get going Friday, and hopefully everybody leaves here happy, and but it's gonna be a war come Friday, so we just have to, we can't get down if that first possession don't go good, or we have a turnover, whatever it is. We got to flip switch, and we got to fight that next play, because it's gonna be a game, hopefully in the fourth quarter, and we just got to be able to execute when we get a chance here or there. So we just want to thank y'all, and thank you for having me, and wish the players could have got on here, but we didn't really get done in time. But hopefully next week we'll be able to get them on here and get them to talk a little bit, and get some more coaches on here. I know they're kind of excited to get on here and talk, so we'll start doing that, hopefully coming up some next week.
Yeah, Coach, don't thank us. We want to thank you for letting us be a part of the Tanner Nelson show, man. It's we're on here with you, not you on here with us. So and you mentioned something just a second ago, and I don't think we've ever mentioned this yet or brought it up, but I do want to ask, and then I will. This will be my last question. Answer the call. Where did that come from?
It was just one of them things you just kind of came up with. It's just kind of doing what you're when nobody's watching and nobody's around, you're still doing what you're supposed to be doing to get better, to win on Friday. So it's just hard work and dedication, and being coachable, and doing all the right stuff to be able to have a chance to win come Friday. So a lot of stuff goes into it, and hopefully Friday's easy because you've had a hard week. So that's kind of what answer the call is.
Good deal. Randy, you got anything to finish up with?
No, they say that to me at the buffet. Answer the call. Just get out. Make sure you get that third plate of buttered potatoes down you. They always say that. No, Coach. Thank you very much. Hey, Coach. One question: who does your field on Friday night?
So that again,
Who drops the field and gets it ready?
we got several guys who do that, in our quarterback club, and I don't want to start mentioning names because I'll leave somebody out, but there's several guys. We have 7-8 guys who they come out. They're out there actually painting right now just because it's going to rain Thursday, so they're painting a little bit in advance. But there's several guys, whether it's painting or helping to mow or helping to set the field up, or we got there's a lot of guys who that kind of everybody comes together and everybody knows kind of what their job is, and they do a great job at it. So we thank them, because if not, I'd be out there right now having to pull lines, but and paint and all that after we just got done with practice. So we can't thank them enough for what they do for us, and making our job a little bit easier on that side of it.
Coach, I've pulled lines. I'll come down and pull them, but just know they're going to be like this. And you're either inbounds or outbounds according to where you get my snake of a sideline. So
that may help us a little bit every now and then.
Yeah. Sometimes help you others.
Mm-hmm.
Howie, anything else?
No, we're good. Best of luck to Friday night, Coach, and go get that W.
Let's go get Coach Nelson. Thank you very much, Coach Nelson. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all. Go Rams.
Go Rams. Everybody, God bless. Good night. Get out Friday night and support this football team.